Oh, this one has a fucking screenplay. Ooh, this one's set up like a screenplay. Oh, okay, I like this. Am I the asshole for telling one of my daughter's classmates' moms to fuck off about what I put in my daughter's lunch? Wait, hang on, I have something for this. All right, here we go. You ready for this shit? Am I the asshole for telling one of my daughter's classmates' moms to fuck off about what I put in my daughter's lunch? No names in this story, but the story is real. For some context before the story, I, 38F, cook Asian foods regularly for dinner and for my daughter, Lily's, 7F, school lunches. This is because my family enjoys these foods. I like to cook these foods, and my mom cooked a bunch of these foods growing up since she's half Japanese. Oftentimes, I will either give my daughter some leftovers from last night's dinner plus a fruit/veggie and a snack, or I'll make her a quick little bento box or some other thing really quick. That's an amazing lunch. What do you mean? So after school one day, my daughter wanted to play on the playground for a bit before we went home. I said she could play for a few minutes, so she ran off to play. I was waiting next to this other parent who we'll call Deborah. While I was waiting, Deborah came up to me. Are you Lily's mother? Yeah, I am. Why? Well, your daughter's lunches have been bothering my son, and I would like to ask that you pack something else. What? How are they bothering him? She then proceeded to start talking about how her son was complaining about my daughter's lunches smelling terrible, and that he thought it was disgusting. She also said her son didn't eat most of his lunch because he was so grossed out. Okay, I understand your son doesn't like the smell, but can't he just sit somewhere else? Are you kidding me? My son shouldn't have to put up with whatever crap you make your daughter bring to the school. It's disgusting. And she started making more vaguely racist complaints, but I was fed up at this point. Listen, I understand your son might not like my daughter's food, but he can very easily just not sit next to her. I'm not changing what's in my daughter's lunches because you and your kid don't want to exist near Asian food. Fuck off. She angrily stomped off with her kid, and my daughter finished playing soon after, so we went home. I talked to my husband about it, and he said that maybe I shouldn't have told her to fuck off to avoid her bothering us in the future. Am I the asshole? Gonna call it now. The son made this up as an excuse because mom wouldn't stop pressuring him to give a reason why he didn't eat her shit lunches. Oh no. Entitled small child influenced by even more entitled uncultured parent. T. 100%. 100%. I can understand the husband saying that in the interest of being extremely guarded and knowing that these people rarely go away. She's still hella justified in saying that. Absolutely. If the mom didn't defend the daughter, the kid was going to grow up being embarrassed of her culture. Right. Right. No. Fuck Deborah. So in summary, I'm just a racist piece of shit fuck garbage, and you should change and be whiter for me. Eat shit. It might taste better than your food, Deborah. Perseus. I love it. It wouldn't be like that every single time. It was, hey, your food is different from mine. Your food isn't white like mine, so it's stinky and disgusting. That's what they're saying. Yeah, not the asshole. Tell Deborah to fuck off. Oh, new dickie, here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my overly sheltered niece that Santa isn't real? 85% for yes, the asshole. 15% for not the asshole. I'll say that the Reddit flare is not the asshole. So we'll see. Am I the asshole for telling my overly sheltered niece that Santa isn't real? My sister, Ray, F42, was trying to have a kid for a long time but struggled with infertility. After years of trying and money spent on fertility clinics, she finally had a miracle baby, Sue, F12. So 12 years old is like, I feel like the cusp of believing in Santa and finding out Santa's not real, you know? Since Ray and her husband view Sue's existence as a miracle, they treat her as one. From time to time, she could vocalize her wants. She got everything she wanted. As a result, Sue is kind of a nightmare. Whenever our family gets together, we have to do whatever she wants. We have to eat whatever she wants to eat, watch whatever movies she wants to watch, and we can't do anything outside, even though the rest of the family loves the outdoors, because Sue hates nature and will literally scream if she gets so much as a speck of dirt on her shoe. We had to stop doing Christmas together because she would throw tantrums if my kids got something she wanted. Oh no. I keep telling Ray that she is only setting Sue up for failure by spoiling her. Sue has no friends at her school because she doesn't understand that other kids aren't going to give her whatever she wants because they don't see her as a miracle the way her parents do. She also has a bunch of mannerisms that other kids that age grew out of years ago. She still picks her nose in public, still whines and whimpers when things don't go her way, still shops at Justice. I feel like you're grasping at straws at this point, and still believes in Santa and the Easter Bunny. Ray won't listen to me and says that I should let kids be kids, ignoring the fact that Sue will be a teenager soon. Last weekend, we were all gathered at my parents' house, and Sue was writing a letter to Santa like she did every year. Of course, it was pages and pages long with a list of the most outrageous things a 12-year-old can think of. I wasn't planning on saying anything. I never do. But one day, while Ray was away, Sue and my son Finn, M9, came running to me. Sue clearly had been crying, and Finn looked rather smug. They both asked me if Santa was real. Oh shit. Normally Sue would never ask me to resolve issues, but her parents weren't there, and I wasn't going to coddle her the way her parents did. I said Santa wasn't real. The minute Ray got home, Sue ran to her crying and screaming that I told her Santa wasn't real. Ray tried to calm her down and told her of course Santa was real and I was lying. When Ray put Sue down for a nap, yes, you read that right, she scolded me. She said I had no business trying to parent her child. I then told her that she wasn't parenting her child, so someone had to. Maybe the first step to self-awareness for her is learning Santa isn't real. I was hoping Ray would wake up and see the reality of the situation, but now she's just ignoring my texts and calls. When I told my husband about everything, he wasn't as supportive as I thought he would be. He agrees Sue is unbearable, but it's not my place to fix that, and what I did probably did more harm than good. Should I have just said Santa was real and not gotten involved in this situation? Ooh, it sounds like a disabled child, not gonna lie. We cannot posit that. We cannot assume that. The only thing that we can take is the information that they give or don't give us. I would not jump to that conclusion if it is not listed in the post. She should have just said, ask your mom and peace out. That's true. It's not your, I also agree that it's not your place to break that news to someone who does believe in Santa. So if her 9-year-old kid was showing up all smug, her kid already told her, right, absolutely. Def not OP's place to tell the kiddo, but the kid's parents are setting her up for a hard and disappointing life. I also agree with that. The top comment here says, not the asshole, surprisingly. You are not obligated to lie to your child in order to protect someone else's lie. It's different if you had gone out of your way to tell this child Santa's not real, but that's not how this played out. Interestingly, my 10-year-old still believes, but I refuse to say that Santa is real. I just let him talk about it. When my 4-year-old asks about it, I say that Santa has a budget because the parents have to pay for the toys and the elves, so she can't choose everything she wants. In our house, Santa brings a stocking and one gift, parents provide the rest. I'm not going to make some child feel bad that Santa brought our kids something very expensive and Mrs. Claus brings them a bag of books. Okay. Well, I can see both sides of this, honestly. You didn't need to lie, just don't answer, especially when one kid is obviously upset about the topic. You're just rubbing salt in the wound. Right. It sounded like OP was taking their frustrations out of their sister onto this kid when they absolutely didn't need to. I think folks are giving 12-year-olds a lot of credit. That's still really young. Right. OP noticed the kid was crying and hates her kid and spited the kid. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you're an adult. Sidestep. Right. You're an adult. You are the one to take control of the situation here. Yeah, the kid needed a moment of reassurance and let the parents handle the combo. Right. Literally, yeah, literally all you need to say was to ask your mom. Ask your mom, not me. That way you avoid lying to your own child and you circumvent the situation. The way the OP handled the conversation with the parents pushes them securely into asshole territory with very little room for doubt. Yeah. She said, I have no business trying to parent her child. I then told her that she wasn't parenting her child, so someone had to. Parenting other people's kids is not your job. Right, Ms. Yeah, I agree that not only is OP the asshole here, Reddit sucks. Reddit sucks here. And also we voted opposite of Reddit. Ooh, okay. We have time for one final hole. What's our keyword? Pac-Man, hole, iPhone, man cave? Let's try man cave. Let's try man cave. See what we get with man cave. Am I the asshole for not wanting my wife to take part in designing the basement? I, 26M, just got married to my wife, 25F, back in September. This post is from 2 years ago. The user has deleted their account. My wife and I have been saving and investing throughout high school and college, so we were able to close on a really nice house. The house is 2,800 square feet and comes with 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a finished basement, a back patio with a hot tub, and a kitchenette. We bought this house as we were hoping to raise a family in this house. So we have 2 living areas, the basement living area and the main floor living room. I figured my wife would want to take priority over the main floor, so I said she could design the main floor living room the way she would like, as well as the master bedroom, but I wanted to design the basement living area the way that I want. My wife asked why she can't help with the basement, so I told her I wanted to turn the space into a man cave. There it is. There it is. So whenever I invite friends over, we would just have a place to hang out. My wife was angry when I mentioned what the space would be used for, and she said she did not want the space to be turned into a man cave, that we both had to agree on how the basement living area would be designed and what it would be used for. I was a little irritated after hearing this, so I told my wife that I am letting her design the living area. I'm letting you design the living area and master bedroom 100% the way that she wants, and that I just wanted the basement living area to be completely the way that I want. I also added that since we currently have no children and are not expecting one at the moment, that she could use any of the bedrooms for something extra. After I said that, my wife starts guilt-tripping me, saying that she was offended that I was excluding her, and how this is not just my house, but how it's our house. Was she guilt-tripping you? Was she guilt-tripping you or stating facts? Oh no, indeed. Oh no, indeed. I haven't started anything yet in terms of designing the basement living area, but I really want a space in the house that's kind of my own and is designed the way that I want. I've tried. Then take one of the extra rooms, not the entire fucking basement, you fucking man-child. I've tried explaining this to my wife, but she keeps saying that I'm being selfish, so I wanted to know if I am really being an asshole here. Edit number 1. Many people have suggested that I take one of the empty bedrooms and use that as a man cave rather than the whole basement living area. I think this is actually a good idea, and I will bring this to my wife and see what she thinks. I will also... You never thought that at any point while you posted this? Why are men? I will also ask what she was planning on using that basement living area for. Edit number 2. So far, it looks like almost everyone agrees that I am an asshole. I can see why I was wrong here and was definitely excluding my wife here. I plan on apologizing to my wife as well as asking her what she would like to do. Edit number 3. Okay, so this post blew up overnight, so I will give everyone a quick update. I apologize to my wife for excluding her and getting ahead of myself. I also talked to my wife and asked what she wanted to do with the house. She said that she's fine with me taking the basement bedrooms to be used as a man cave, while she will use the upstairs bedrooms for her own space. The basement living area will be used as a home theater, and my wife also said she would like for me to be involved in designing the rest of the house, living room, master bedroom, kitchen, laundry, etc. I really do see now why my original plan was just not a good idea. The entirety of Reddit, 16,000 upvotes, 2,600 comments to realize, oh, I am wrong, instead of just listening to your fucking wife. Is communication no longer in the dictionary? That's what I'm saying. Every single one of these posts, honestly. That's like, I let her make the grocery list so she can cook what she wants. Right, Minimancer. Right. Here, you can design the spaces that will be public facing and will be the culmination of where people gather when we have people over, and will be used as a shared living space for everyone. I'm going to place all of that responsibility on you, and also designing the entirety of both of our bedrooms that I want nothing to be a part of. And then I will take the entirety of the basement so that I can make it exactly what I want as a fun little getaway man thing. How does that work? Yeah. So yeah, OP, you are indeed an asshole. B, why are you like the way that you are?
Hey kids, remember to check your spelling when you write to Satan. Santa isn't real, but Satan can bring you all the gifts your heart desires. Trust me, I'm Scruffy. I'm the janitor.
Thank you for that impression redeem there, B. Appreciate that. Why are you mashing the nut button for this? Why are you mashing the nut button for this? What?